morning, Stampers. I'm with you today from Julie's Creative Crafts, and I'm very happy to share with you a spice rub class that I did that was very successful. You will end up with this cute little box. The spice rub is inside, and a matching card that says "For You." This is a perfect little Christmas gift. So first, let's start with the actual spice rub. I went out and bought these little jars and put a rather large recipe together. I probably tripled the recipe, and it filled about 5 jars. So the recipe I'm going to give you today is just for 1 jar. So don't worry if you want to make more than 1. This is the recipe. It's called Homemade Seasoned Salt. It takes 1/2 cup of kosher salt, 2 teaspoons paprika, 1 teaspoon onion powder, 1 tablespoon pepper, 2 teaspoons garlic powder, 1 teaspoon ground red pepper, and you're just going to mix them all together. Then what I did is I printed out this recipe card on my computer. You can use My Digital Studio or any word processing program. You can put about 6 of these on an 8.5 by 11. I ran them through on cardstock, and once they came out of the computer, I cut them and I rounded the corners with the 1/4 rounder punch. That will slide inside the box underneath the jar for your gift. So let's get started. This is a craft box from Stampin' Up. It comes like this, flat in the package, and you're going to work with this top flap right here. This is a scallop square from the Duo Scallop Square die. You're going to use your adhesive and put it right on the top of the box. I like the small polka dots, but it has large polka dots on the other side. So whichever you enjoy, you can put on there. You just center it on the lid. Then what I did is I took and ran this red polka dot paper through the Big Shot using the Apothecary Accents framelit. And you're going to put this in the center, but you're going to use 2 dimensionals so that you can run your ribbon between this layer and your yellow polka dots. So you're going to put 2 dimensionals, 1 on each side, and the ribbon's going to run right through the middle. We center that. Then we need to stamp our sentiment. I used very vanilla cardstock with Not Quite Navy ink. The stamp set I'm using today goes with the Apothecary Accents. It's the stamp here that says "For You." You're going to ink that up. And you're going to stamp 2 images. Then I only need that little oval in the middle. So I'm going to take the large oval punch and I'm going to punch out the sentiment, the "For You," on this one. And I'm going to trim this and punch my second one, the "For You." Now you'll notice this leaves a cute little frame that you have stamped with your Not Quite Navy, and you can run this through the Big Shot with that Apothecary accent framelit, and then you'll just have a frame you can use on a different card. Okay. Underneath your oval, you're going to put a scallop oval out of the Not Quite Navy, and you can use the extra large scallop oval. You're going to punch 2 of those. And we're just going to adhere this on top. In the center. Okay, and then you want to add 2 brads to each end of your "For You" label, so it will come out looking like this. I use the navy brad. You could also use the mustard color brad. This now is going to set in the center of your label. Again, you're going to use 2 dimensionals because you like that extra pop on the top. And you center that there. Okay, there's our box lid. So we're going to put our box together. It just folds together. The bottom pops in like that. And then we're going to add our jar. Now what I've done is I took the 2.5-inch circle punch and I punched the yellow polka dots out, and I used some adhesive. I just put it right on the lid, as well as what you saw me just do on the lid of the box. Okay, so they match. You're going to put this as your lid on your spice rub. Put your recipe inside the box with the box of spice rub and close your box. Then I used the cotton ribbon that's in the Holiday Mini. You can stamp on this as well if you'd like, and you just slide it under your label like that. Bring it to the front, and I just tied a cute little bow. And you've got a really great little gift. Now for your card, you want to cut Daffodil Delight. It's going to be a 7x5 piece of cardstock with your crease at 3.5. Use your bone folder, fold it over, and then you're going to take a smaller piece of Daffodil Delight that is 3 by 4.5, and you're going to cut out this little hole there with your accent framelit. Let me do that now so you can see. I'll get my Big Shot, and we'll get our sandwich acrylic. Put your cardstock. You can put the accent framelit about there, or really wherever you prefer. If you want it right in the middle, that works too. Put your second sheet on top. You're going to run it through the Big Shot. That punches out super simple. Just like that. Now we need to texturize this with our embossing folder, our polka dot embossing folder. So you're going to take tab 2 off. Take your embossing folder. Just set it inside. Okay, so we put our paper inside our polka dot embossing folder. You want to keep the crease of your embossing folder always to the back side as you run it through the Big Shot. That will keep that from cracking eventually. Put your second acrylic cutting pad there, run it through the Big Shot. And we have polka dots. So let's get that out of the way. So we now have the top of our card, and we need our little red polka dot piece behind here. Okay, once we have our hole cut with our framelit, we're going to put a piece of polka dot designer series paper behind that hole, or that shape, I guess you could say. So we're just going to put a little adhesive on the corner. Again, I enjoy the smaller polka dots, but it does come on the other side. You have a beautiful blue flower pattern, and I did have one student in class go with the blues. It's just up to you. Okay, that's going to sit on the top of your card. You're going to put dimensionals behind this to give it some added volume. 4 dimensionals. And it will sit on top of your card. Then let's go to this finished card. You'll see the For You we've already punched out earlier with our oval punch. This is just a small strip of brown chocolate chip cardstock, and then I put an accent of a button with some twine. So that matches the package. Okay, thanks for watching.